Hi, I'm Robert Lieby. I'm the Shipyard Manager here at the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum. And now that we're into a new year, we wanted to share our progress with you on Winnie as we come down to the final months of the project. We are now at the stage where the last big things are happening on the vessel. We're going to be starting with her new bulwarks, and we're going to have a completely new design for those. We have a whole bunch of pictures from the 1960s and 1940s of what the vessel used to look like. There's been 2 or 3 phases to the visuals of Winnie Estelle over the years, and we wanted to return her current look to the historic visuals of the vessel. Historically, buyboats and skipjacks tended to have partially open bulwarks, especially in midships. That is a historical feature on a lot of these vessels. If you remember from previous videos of Winnie Estelle, back when the old bulwarks were still on, they had been put on in the Caribbean in the 80s. And so we're going to return to the old construction of the bulwarks. We had to reconstruct drawings and plans for her bulwarks based off of old images. There were no original drawings or older drawings of the vessel that showed the construction of her bulwarks. So we took images from the 1960s and reverse engineered them to come up with a design and drawings that showed the construction and showed the process. And that's what we're working off of now. Those have been submitted to the Coast Guard, and they are now the official plans for what Winnie Estelle is going to look like going forward. This here is the hand-drafted drawing that I made based on the images that we have of Winnie historically. And this shows all of the design of the covering boards and scuppers and bulwarks for the whole vessel. And you can see up forward that the vessel is still going to have solid bulwarks for the first 24 to 26 feet. And then it's going to be open rails with stanchions the rest of the way back. And once we get back to the pilot house area here, it's going to have a little half step that's going to be a little more solid, but it's still going to have open rails the rest of the way around. The bulwarks are the last big part of the Winnie Estelle project. This is going to be the remainder of the really big work that has to get done on the vessel. There's always going to be a mountain of little things that we have to do, but this is the big final push. We're anticipating that the bulwark's going to take about 2 months to finish, and then we'll be able to really have a completed visual of what the vessel looks like, and we'll be able to start painting it and doing the final touches to get her back in the water. Come on out to the shipyard and take a look at it, and we really want to show you what we're doing and what we have yet to do.